You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about Caitlin Clark and this Fox Sports greatest of all time in collegiate college women's basketball list that they put out that, frankly, I don't really have a big problem with, if you want to know the absolute truth. But, we got one person out there that's got a problem with it, and her name, and this shouldn't surprise us, is Jamal Hill. That's right, the very person that made a name for herself as a world-renowned race baiter when working for woke ESPN. And imagine this, she was so woke that ESPN actually fired her. They put her on, gave her and Michael Smith their own sports center. The ratings were so terrible, they yanked the sports center and canned both of their tails and got them out of there. She has since went to Vice, and now who is she working with? Question mark. Nobody knows. If it wasn't for social media, I don't think there'd be a world where Jemele Hill, maybe outside of the fact that MSNBC will actually still platform her occasionally, but that might have been with Joy Reid, and Joy Reid ain't got a gig over there anymore. Jemele Hill may be lost. It may just be adding a little something on Twitter X into the conversation, and my goodness, the person she put on there shouldn't surprise us. If you don't think this wasn't for attention and trying to hook her girl up, you're out of your mind. Seriously. So Caitlin Clark fans are at odds over the Fox all-time NCAA women's basketball player ranking. The one thing I will say, and we'll take a look at in a minute, that cannot be overlooked is the amount of help that Caitlin Clark didn't have when she was playing at Iowa. Okay, you're talking about some super teams in women's college basketball over the years, and she did not have one of those. The women's basketball world has been buzzing over a March 16th segment from ESPN where three analysts didn't rate Caitlin Clark, former Iowa Hawkeyes legend and current record holder for the most all-time points scored in NCAA D1 history, among the top 5 women's basketball players of all time. This snubbing of Clark has been lamented by the basketball community, with WNBA legend Sue Bird confirming that Clark deserved a place on this by saying in the March 20 episode, A Touch More podcast, Clark is obviously special. She's definitely one of the greatest of all time. There's no way you're not taking Caitlin Clark in the top 5. I did a video on that. And to me, there's no way you're not taking her in the top 3. So, Fox Sports put out their own list yesterday, all right? On March 22nd, Fox Sports released their ranking of the top 10 best college basketball players of all time and posted the results on X. This was their ranking right here. Breanna Stewart, of course, UConn. Caitlin Clark, Iowa. Diana Taurasi, UConn. I'm happy to see Cheryl Miller got some love here. USC. And the list goes on and on. Let me just click on this so I can see everybody. We can all see everybody on the list. Maya Moore, number 6, again, UConn. Brittany Griner, number 7. Brittany Griner was a force in college. Asia Wilson fans are going to be mad pissed because she's way down at 9. All right, South Carolina, right? Not happy about that at all. So, and look, I don't hate where Caitlin Clark's ranked on here. I don't. All right? But unfortunately, Jemele Hill was not happy. Ken Swift posted about this. That kind of raised my antenna, and I went to look. Sheryl Swoopes not being on the top 10 list is craziness. It's crazy. She's appalled. And as much as I love CeCe, she is not the second greatest player ever. I'd put her anywhere between 5 and 8. So my question was, is it just out of convenience that you want to add one of the world's biggest Caitlin Clark haters, maybe the chief one, I mean, honestly, that's actually connected to basketball and not a Jamal Hill. Isn't it sort of odd that Sheryl Swoopes got shoehorned in here and you got her dropping Caitlin Clark out of the number 2 spot in the same post? You know why I say that's interesting? Because she's trying to rage bait here. All right, she's trying to clickbait. So she put obvious Sheryl Swoopes hater in the top 10 and dropped Caitlin Clark. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and people saw this and people reacted to it. Jamal Hill, you got destroyed here. You did. Caitlin Clark is first in points, third in assists all time. No one else is top 25 in both. She didn't have any 5-star recruits on her team besides herself. She has some 4 stars and mainly 3 stars. So there you go, right there. I mean, that's good points. Seriously. So, and Jamal Hill went on to talk about Sheryl Swoopes at Texas Tech, yada, yada, yada. Rebecca Lobo, she says, well, she's in the honorable mentions. So, this came up. A look at column 3, you'll know why Clark is on the list. Winning with a super team is not impressive. It's a major fail if you don't. Don't know why Swoopes isn't there. Maybe a weak error. So, Breanna Stewart, 12 WNBA teammates? I mean, wow. Holtzclaw, 6. Taurasi, 10. Parker, 8. Brittany Griner, 2. Caitlin Clark, no. No. Not there. They go on to say, this person said Sheryl Swoopes didn't have the competition of Cece. I still don't think for a literal second Sheryl Swoopes or Jemele Hill gives a rat's about Sheryl Swoopes other than the fact that she knows, oh, if I drop this name, it's going to get the conversation going. And I think we all know Sheryl Swoopes hates Caitlin Clark, and I think we all know why she hates Caitlin Clark, right? So, a lot of people retorted to Jemele Hill. That's probably why she wasn't asked. That hate can't stay buried. It'll surface quickly. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. My boy CDS Sports Podcast on YouTube, by the way. Go subscribe. Jemele has a very specific brand. Yeah. No white girls. There. I said it out loud. I said it out. Oh, no straight white girls on top. Shit, that's a double death. All right? Seriously. I mean, come on. As much as she loves Clark, WTF does she think she's fooling? And if one has her 5 to 8, then by default, you're in love with her. Give me a break. Jemele Hill is the worst. Agreed. I mean, agreed. Seriously. Why the hell is Brittany Griner even on the list? Because those Baylor teams were damn good. I'm not going to act like they're not. Yeah, Jemele Hill loves what Caitlin Clark can do for her. Give her engagement. In fact, let me go look. Let me see what her post has got. 670,000 impressions. Yeah. Then debate by mentioning SS when she could have named any other college player. That's my point. That's my point. Why did she signal out Cece from the other 10 names listed? Exactly. She knew what she was doing. She put Sheryl Swoopes, Caitlin Clark in the same damn tweet, knowing damn good and well it was going to work everybody up. Because, well, it's you, Jemele, and we know what's going on. Straight white girl can't have it. Can't have it. She knows she can't possibly drop her out of the top 10 or she will get, I mean, hell, she'll go mega viral and that post would have 3 million views on it right now. But she came close enough and she made sure she put, Black Lives Matter, Sheryl Swoopes in there just to just to get everybody all worked into a lather. Jamal Hill, we're up on your game. We know what you're doing. Tell me what you think. Pure coincidence or race bait and rage bait? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.